Hello, everyone. Stop playing small. This is the MMS Strategy Team, and today we're breaking the small mindset ruining your career. Employees do not get promoted for spotting problems. They get promoted for solving them. This one realization can completely change the trajectory of your entire career. Think about it. Your value at work is not measured by the number of problems you identify. It is measured by the number of problems you reduce. Picture your last team meeting. Everyone is sitting around the conference table, and suddenly someone speaks up and says, "The vendor did not ship the materials. The whole production is delayed." Notice what happens to the energy in that room? It goes completely quiet. The tension rises. The manager's blood pressure spikes. Now, that employee thinks they just did a great job by flagging an issue, but in reality, they just dumped a massive load of stress right onto their manager's plate. Managers do not need a weather reporter. They can look out the window and see the rain for themselves. What they actually need is someone with an umbrella. You see, you are not paid for the problems you find. You are paid for the problems you fix. When you shift from being a reporter to a solver, your entire professional identity changes. You stop being an expense on the balance sheet and you become an asset. When you bring a problem to your boss without a solution, you are not helping. You are just delegating upward. You are essentially saying, "Here is more work for you because I don't want to figure it out." Instead of saying, "The data is missing," try saying, "The data is missing, so I have already messaged the tech team to pull it by 3 p.m. People think highlighting problems makes them look smart. It doesn't. It just makes them look like a complainer. The executives who get promoted are not the ones screaming that the ship is sinking. They are the ones steering it away from the iceberg. The global job market is fierce. Millions of people can identify an issue. Only the top 1% can execute a fix under pressure. If you want a 10 times salary, you must provide 10 times peace of mind. In the corporate world, speed is currency. Waiting for approval to fix something minor just slows down the entire engine. Own the solution, take the calculated risk, and move fast. Corporate growth does not reward noise, it rewards ownership. Anyone can point at smoke. Leaders find the fire, and they put it out. That is what separates average employees from future leaders. Corporate offices are crowded with competent people, so how do you stand out? You solve what everyone else avoids. When a system breaks and everyone else starts complaining, be the person who steps up and says, "Let's fix it." This attitude completely changes your reputation. Your work becomes visible, and visibility creates opportunity. Here is something most employees totally misunderstand. Influence does not come from your position or your title. It comes from your usefulness. People listen to those who consistently make their work easier. So, how do you actually solve a problem without overstepping your boundaries? You use what I call the 1-3-1 rule of leadership. The next time you find a critical error, do not open your mouth until you have run it through this simple 3-part framework. First, one problem. Clearly define the single issue in just one sentence. Second, 3 options. Brainstorm 3 distinct ways to fix it. Think of it as the cheap way, the fast way, and the right way. Third, 1 recommendation. Pick the absolute best option and explain why. Imagine walking into your manager's office and saying, "The client is unhappy with the creative layout. I have already drafted 3 alternative designs, and I recommend option B because it saves us 2 days of rework. Can I get your green light?" Boom. You just saved them 2 hours of thinking. That is exactly how you become indispensable. Every single problem is practice. Every challenge sharpens your decision-making, and every fix builds your judgment. That is how real leaders are made, not through motivational seminars. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what if my solution fails? What if I get blamed for taking initiative? Let's expose the truth here. If your solution fails, you learn, you pivot, and you try again. Great leaders will always forgive an honest mistake made in the pursuit of progress. What they will never forgive is passive incompetence. Playing it safe kills your career. Tomorrow morning, you have a choice to make. You can be the person who adds to the noise or the person who brings the clarity. You can be the reporter or you can be the fixer. The next time you find a glitch in the system, do not type that panic email. Take a deep breath, sit back, and find 3 ways to kill the virus. Real leaders do not walk into rooms carrying problems like trophies. They walk in carrying options. Stop reporting the problem. Start being the answer. Thanks so much for watching the video until the very end. Now, before you go, I've got some exciting news. It's time for a giveaway alert. To show our appreciation for this community, one lucky person from our first 100 subscribers is going to receive a special prize straight from us here at the MMS Strategy Team. If you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel and help us reach more people. And finally, leave a comment below telling me what topic you want to see covered next. Your feedback is exactly how we tailor our content to make sure it's actually fueling your career growth. Until next time, this is the MMS Strategy Team. Remember to grow smart, lead better, and win bigger. I'll see you in the next video.